Hey guys, my name's Kaylee. This is my new regular channel. I have an ASMR channel that I post on, but I decided that I want to start posting just like content that I'm not like whispering for, because I love to talk. I love to tell stories, and today I have a story about how I fell for a pyramid scheme, which is quite embarrassing, but at the same time of me telling the story, I am gonna be doing my makeup. I just did my hair. I straightened my hair. I put a little headband on, and then I have 2 braids going down. I'm not good at hair, so I kind of like to do the simple stuff. So to begin, I think I need to give like a little bit of a little bit of backstory about like who I am, what led me to this situation. It's really not that serious. It didn't like completely ruin my life, but I do think it's like important to raise awareness about this kind of stuff, because I feel like there's a lot of people like me that are very easily like targeted in these situations. So basically I moved out of my mom's house December of 2020. What year are we in? 2023. And I moved in with my aunt. And then just this past March, I moved into my own apartment. And then a few months later, my boyfriend moved in. I want to say maybe like 2 months later. So I'm 19 years old. I have a full-time job. But you know, it's a struggle out here to make money, and I always try to feel comfortable. Like, I feel like everybody does, but I'm just very motivated for money, like feeling comfortable, and just having like a little bit of extra income for emergencies. And recently my car has taken a dump on me, unfortunately, and so I was looking for side hustles. I started I was literally like downloading apps to take polls for money. I was just constantly like looking up side hustles. I applied for another job while having the job so I'm like switching from jobs. Basically, like, I'm a manager right now for residential homes for adults with autism. However, I dropped down to short hours to get another full-time job while still having this job, so I can just make some money. But yeah, I was still like looking for just like extra opportunity to make money. And like my boyfriend, he works, but he's also like looking for another job because he doesn't get very many hours, and the pay is like, it's like okay, but you know, like just like anybody else, like we do have our moments where we're struggling, and we just want to feel a little bit more steady and comfortable with our money situation. So yes, so like I was looking this stuff up on how to like make money. Like I saw like digital products. I just saw like so many different opportunities, especially with technology. There's a lot more opportunities to make money if you really like dedicate your time to it. And so I was on TikTok, and mind you, like I don't want to say like, I just never really like, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really know what a pyramid scheme was. I thought it was something that would be so obvious, like cultish, like I'm never gonna fall for that type of thing. I didn't know that it could be so easy to get wrapped up into it. So yeah, I was on TikTok, and I saw this like girl posting on her page about like making money like through her phone, and like all of this potential to make like up to like $800 a month. And I was like, oh my god, like this would be like amazing to have. So like I had DM'd her because she was like a real person and everything, and I was like, you know, I'm interested, whatever. So she starts walking me through this process of how to sign up, and I don't know, I guess I'm not really gonna say the name of it. I don't know, like, if that's, like, problematic or not. I really don't. But yeah, so this girl starts walking me through the process of how to get signed up to sell products from this company, this MLM company that I was not aware that was a MLM as I was doing this. So she was walking me through, and she ended up, like, sending me, like, a video of, like, I guess the owners, I don't really know, the top people, like, talking about their opportunities. And, like, as I'm watching this, like, I was really like, wow, this seems like really legit. And, like, my boyfriend was skeptical, but he was like, you know what, like, it seems possible to make money off of this. If this is what you want to do, like, I'm going to support you, whatever. But he was like, you know, be careful, it could be a scam, because he thinks everything's a fucking scam, and I think everything's real, like, whatever. But yeah, so I'm watching this video, and it's like, we're Christian based, like, all of this stuff. And, like, not that I have a problem with, like, religion or anything of that sort, but a lot of times, like, there's very much a stereotype about, let me change the lighting on this. Yeah, there's, like, a stereotype on Christian based companies, and I feel like a lot of times people use Christianity and God as a way to kind of wrap people into it, because it's like, oh, no, this is super trustworthy because we tag Jesus in this. Like, that's kind of how I feel about that. I could just be like clearly I'm not skeptical enough, but just like a little bit of my skepticism on the subject, I guess. But yeah, so I watched the video, and I'm like, okay, like, what's the next step? Like, I really, like, just want to start making money. They were, like, talking about, oh, like, I paid off my student loans. Oh, I can afford rent now. Oh, this and that. And it's, like, very much targeted towards young, I would say young females, this company, that, like, you know, are struggling for money and just want to make money in a quick, easy type of manner. So I was like, yes, like, sign me up. And so I'm still talking to this girl, and she ends up sending me, like, the products that I could choose from to sell. So I was like, okay, and you had to also buy your distributor license or whatever. So I was like, okay, like, and I told her, I was like, well, you know, I'm looking at these prices. I don't get paid until next Friday, like, whatever. And I remember in the video, they were like, you earn this money back, like, right away, da-da-da-da. And I was like, and so she was like, well, you know, I told her that. And this is, like, where the frustration begins, because it's like, again, I feel targeted. She's like, well, I can apply this coupon, but I only have, like, a select amount of spots left. You know, this, a lot of people are interested, da-da-da-da. And I was like, and, like, in that moment, like, I was thinking, like, okay, like, this, I don't know, like, a select amount of spots left, I guess. But, like, also, I'll get into it. But it was, like, I was just, like, okay, like, I don't know what to do. And so I have this app that, Daily Pay. I have Daily Pay, and my company connects with it that, like, if you need a certain amount of money, you can get this certain amount of money and just transfer it, like, instantly. So I was like, boom, I'll just do this, because I don't want to use my credit card, because I use that for, like, absolute emergencies. I'm already, like, paying some of that off, like, whatever. And so I think I'm gonna do this. And I'm like, okay, like, whatever, like, I pick my products, whatever, and it comes out to, like, I want to say, like 100 something. It definitely came out to, like, I think, like, 120 or something like that. And whatever, so I try to put my debit card in. It doesn't take debit cards, it only takes credit cards. And in that moment, I was starting to be like, okay, I'm backing out of this. Like, this is really suspicious to me, like, whatever. But again, you know, I'm desperate. Like, not that I'm, like, struggling super hard, but, like, there are moments, you know, and like as I said, like I was going through a lot, and you know, this was only, let me tell y'all, this was a few months ago. Like, this was a few weeks ago. Like, my car's taking a crap. Like, I need the money to pay this. I need to pay rent, like groceries. Like, y'all get it. Like, it's a struggle to be living on your own, especially so young. So I was like, you know what, boom. In the video, they said, like, this was literally my thought process. Like, they said, I'm gonna make this money back right away. It's no sweat. Like, I'll just sell the products and I'll be able to, you know, get this money back or whatever. So I put it on my credit card. Well, so it goes through. She's like, oh, congratulations, like, send me your phone number, like, whatever. So she's like, I want you to look up your site and send me the name of your website and something else that I don't remember. But she's like, send me all of your information, like, da-da-da. So I give her my phone number. Again, why am I giving random people my phone number? I couldn't tell you why. I don't know why I do the things I do. I just do. So I'm trying to figure out where to find my website. So I look up the company's name to see if, like, I can get my website through their website. Like, I don't know. Like, I was just really confused. And I come across a Reddit post. And I start, like, I love Reddit. So I start reading, like, I didn't click on it, but, like, there's a little, like, subtitle of just, like, what, like, some of what the post says or whatever, on Safari. So, like, I start reading it, and it's like, this is a scam, like, da-da-da-da, like, I lost my friend over this, da-da-da. So I'm like, I get stopped in my tracks. I'm like, what? And so I click on it, and I start reading it, and it's like, it kind of just starts to click to me that I'm like, okay, like, they said, like, in this Reddit post, they were like, you can make money through this, but the longer that you stay, the more money you're actually putting into this company than you're receiving, which made sense to me because you have to pay for your distributor license, you have to pay for the products. And then they were like, this company alone and the products that they sell destroy relationships because it's not so obvious, but it promotes a certain ideology to people that, you know, as you're selling these to your friends, you're coming off as, like, an a-hole. Like, you're, like, promoting a certain standard to these people, which I don't know if I can, like, really say. I don't know, like, I'm not trying to get myself into trouble. I'm just trying to, like, raise awareness to this situation because it really is so, like, messed up what they're doing. But it's like, so I started thinking to myself, I was like, is this the type of thing that I want to promote to people? Like, is this really, you know, what I want to do and whatever? And so I'm reading, and then I go onto TikTok and I look this website up, and I'm like, wow, like, everybody has very similar experiences. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get out of this before I even begin. So I find my website that they had, I paid for or whatever, and I cancel my thing like this, like, only a few minutes, I'd say like 45 minutes after, like, I had paid for everything, and it was a Friday night. So I cancel it, I figure out how to do that, whatever. I'm geeking out, like, as me and my boyfriend are watching The Walking Dead, I'm like, I messed up. So I text this girl, and I'm like, I just want to let you know, like, I'm canceling this, like, this is, like, really shady to me. I'm reading things about this, and this isn't the type of company that I want to be associated with. And she's like, what do you mean? Like, what's wrong? Like, talk to me, girl. And I'm like, well, it's giving, like, pyramid scheme. And she's like, and this is exactly what they all say, if this was a pyramid scheme, like, would we make millions of dollars? And that's illegal, and da-da-da-da. And I was like, girl, no. So I just texted her. I was like, you know what? No, like, I'm just really not interested. And because I wasn't so far into the process, she didn't bug me about it because obviously, like, I didn't do anything for the company. I'm not important to them whatsoever. But, like, if I was deeper into the process, it's, like, I've read and I've seen people that say, like, it's hell to try and get out of this situation. And they just, like, take your money and they harass you and, like, they're just like, hey, girl, like, no, like, da-da-da-da. And, but, like, lucky for me, like, I had realized this. Like, unfortunately, let me get into it. So, whatever. So, I just was like, okay, like, I read the terms and conditions of, like, canceling whatever. And they were like, as long as you cancel it before it ships out, we can give you a full refund, because they're like, if you want the refund after it gets shipped to you, you have to send it back, but there's a fee and there's this, and they make it so difficult to get your money back. So I was like, okay, boom, I'm fine. Come Monday, they shipped it out before I even, like, woke up out my bed. And I was like, well, and they were like, and, you know, we can consider it to be, like, damage, and then you'll get another fee, and it's a restocking fee, and it's this fee, and it's that fee, but we're $1 million company, and this is how y'all are $1 million company, because you're scamming people out their money. So whatever. So I call, and mind you, there was a spot to put like a caption for why you're canceling your order. And I was like, don't ship this to my house. Like, don't ship this. I don't want it. I want my refund. That's it. Thank you. Have a good day. And so, but they still shipped it, which I guess I should have, like, assumed. I don't know. But so I call them while I'm at work, and I'm, like, talking to them, and I'm like, look, I don't even really care about the refund at this point, because I'm not going to spend the money to send, like, at this point, I'm still losing money. It doesn't matter to me, whatever, I'm just going to pay it off. And they were like, well, like, that's fine, like, whatever, I guess, I don't know. But then they were like, I never enrolled in auto payments, and I'm so glad that I asked this question, because I was like, I never enrolled in auto payments because I still was a little skeptical, and I did make, like, a right decision by that. But they were like, I was like, so I'm not going to get charged, like, nothing, I should not get charged from now on. And they were like, well, you enrolled in this auto payment for, I don't even remember what it was for, but I was like, no, the fuck I didn't. Like, I got really pissed. I was like, no, I did not. Like, I want you to cancel that now. I'm not getting charged by you people, like, whatever. And they canceled it, like, easy. I mean, it hasn't been a month, so I don't know if I'm gonna get charged again. And if I get charged again, I'm just gonna dispute it, because fuck y'all. But what's it called? Yeah, so it was like they had enrolled me in something that I did not even, like, sign up for. Like, I did not agree to get charged, like, every month or whatever. Like, I did not sign up for no subscription. So, whatever. So, yeah, I mean, like, that was the end of it. But, like, I just really, like, I wanted to spread awareness about this, because, like, if you're struggling, and, like, this is just messed up in my opinion, like, if you're struggling and you're in a situation where you're trying to make money and you're looking it up and this comes up and you're like, wow, and you're like me, I mean, a little bit of it does fall on me. Like, I was a little clueless, which is my personality. Like, I think the best of everybody, and I don't think, like, why would such a big company, like, want to scam me out my money and da-da-da. But even with the company, like, their products and their ideology, like, in the moment I didn't see anything wrong with it, because I was like, well, but the more I thought about it, I was like, if I advertise this to people, like, that makes me come off as somebody that I'm not, and I don't want to come off that way, especially to my family and friends, and I don't want it to be like I don't want to lose people over this, like, type of thing, because apparently, like, people have really, like, gotten really lost in these MLMs. And the more, like, research I did, like, there's so much. There's ones that are directed towards men. Like, the key signs I would say that I've, like, found through my research to look out for if you're getting recruited into a pyramid scheme. If they're saying like fast, easy money on your phone, or I make like this X amount of money just laying in my bed, or no interview, you get immediately recruited. You're not getting questioned about literally like anything. Like they don't care about who you are. They just want to boom, 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 get you in it. If they're rushing you to make payments, if you're paying somebody to have a job, because I remember in the orientation video, they were like, so you're gonna question like why pay your job, but this is like, if you think about it like this, like when you go to a job interview, like you're paying for your gas to drive there, you're doing this, you're doing that. And like in that moment, it didn't click with me. I couldn't tell you, like that's on me. But if you're paying a job to work for them, it's not a real job, baby. It's just really not. And you guys just have to be like very, very aware of this. I mean, the more like I really thought about it, like I thought about my I thought about my family growing up and like seeing the women in my family doing things to make extra money and advertising things. And I had talked to them and they were like, yeah, it was a pyramid scheme. Like there's so many pyramid schemes that just like fly under the radar. I feel like if you're not aware of what you're looking for, you're not aware of the signs and things like that. So it's just very important to be very careful with what you're signing up for and just being very mindful. Don't give your money to these people. They have enough money as is. Just be careful and don't be like me and maybe listen to your boyfriend a little bit more when he's telling you something sounds sketchy. Yeah, I just really wanted to like raise a little bit of awareness to this situation because like it's not okay what they're doing. But I'm just going in and doing my lips now. I'll be back when like I'm finished with my whole look. I moved so I can get some natural lighting. Here's what my makeup's looking like. I never claimed to be a makeup guru, so please don't come for me about my makeup. But anyways, yes. And one more thing, if you think something's sketchy, it probably is. Do your research before you give anybody your money. Look up the company. Look it up on Reddit. Reddit, you know, they talk hella shit there. So just make sure that you're being very aware of what you're signing up for, and make sure to read what you're signing up for, make sure of all the terms and conditions, and just trust your gut when it comes down to this kind of stuff, because I don't want y'all to lose your money. But yes, I have so many story times that I would love to do. I just wanted to do this one first because it's something that I literally kept telling my boyfriend. I need to tell people about this because I was never informed. And if it's not something that like you personally go through firsthand, you're not going to really be aware of that kind of stuff. And if it's not like your algorithm, a part of your algorithm, you're not going to get that on your social media and you're not going to get educated. So I just wanted to come here, let y'all know what's up with that, and just be very aware, and no hard feelings. I didn't get too deep into it. I'm not too upset about it, but I do just want to make you guys aware. So yes, if you like listening to me ramble with my ADD mind, subscribe, and also I have my other channel, my ASMR channel, so if you guys want to go subscribe to that as well, you're more than welcome to. I know that ASMR is not everybody's cup of tea, but yeah, let me know if you guys want more story times or anything like that, or you know, if I'll do, you know, makeup, hair, whatever. I'm kind of just figuring this whole thing out because it's something that I just wanted something fun to do aside from just working and coming home and creating and talking. And I love to listen to myself talk. Like, I'm obsessed with it, and I'm obsessed with telling people stories because I've lived a million different lives. So if you guys are interested in that, please just let me know. And yeah, if there's anything you guys want me to talk about, I love to commentate. I love to give my opinion. I'm very outspoken type of person. So if that's not the kind of person you're looking for to listen to, probably should not subscribe. But anyways, yes, thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you